Oh, I am so tired right now. I crashed. Oh, not in a car accident or anything. It's just, earlier I had so much caffeine and sugar from the movie I saw that I crashed. Sugar crash. Or a sugar rush, no sugar crash, I guess. Well, that's a good thing it's almost 10 o'clock at night because I could really go to bed right now. Hello, good evening. It's Thursday evening. And I'm doing another one of these again. Hooray! It's actually the first of this new year and of the decade, in fact. So, yes. I had seen, sorry, I had to clear my throat there. Yes, the movie I saw was Birds of Prey, the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Yes, that was the movie I saw. And, well, I'll put you this way. Fellas, if you're looking for something to take your special lady friend or that special someone, could be two guys or two girls or a guy and a girl, doesn't matter. If you're looking to take that special someone to see a movie this upcoming Valentine's Day, you're in for a treat because this is definitely the kind of movie I would definitely take a girl to see. Yes, it is a fantastic movie. DC is starting to really get on track with the kinds of movies that they should be making. Like, seriously, DC, don't try and make a shared universe. Just make, like, simple one-off stories like this one. That works, right? I don't really see the problem. Although, I should probably make something very clear. Birds of Prey, I mean, yes, this is a Harley Quinn movie and she is the main character of this film, but Birds of Prey are supposed to be good guys, and Harley Quinn is a villain/anti-hero. If you really wanted to make a villain movie, it should have been called the Gotham City Sirens. Because that's Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Catwoman. That's really about it. But, Birds of Prey, Huntress, Black Canary, several other DC female superheroes. But, yes, this is the kind of movie that it was. Well, I mean, I'll put it this way. If you're, when I think of, really good anti-hero movies, let's be honest, the first Deadpool movie is kind of that gold standard. In some ways, it does live up to it. In some ways, it's even better, in fact. Partly because, not that it's technically outright stated, but when you make a movie that stars, a female lead like this, it's kind of risky just because, let's be honest, a lot of stupid internet people are going to complain that the character doesn't have a certain body part that a male character would have. But in the end, it was fun. It was entertaining. There were scenes that did make me smile and laugh. The soundtrack was awesome in a lot of ways. What else? Oh, a lot of legs get broken in this movie. A lot of legs get broken in this movie. It actually got so much to the point where I was just like Olaf from the first Frozen movie. I can't feel my legs. Oh wait, there they are. Yes. I had to do it that way. If you're wondering, this is a note card for my notepad for movie trailers, which I will read to you momentarily. But first, let's talk a little more about the movie. We have the cast is awesome. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Ewan McGregor. The main stars, Margot Robbie, who she steals the show. She does. Which is what a main character like Harley Quinn is supposed to do. And it makes sense, considering that, Birds of Prey was premiering this week, considering that, Margot Robbie was the was the main guest on Hot Ones, which I will get into greater detail in the morning. But yeah, I mean, they did a good job of making the kind of movie where you didn't really need to see something like Suicide Squad to really get the big picture, I guess. Which is good because I didn't see Suicide Squad, but I know it was terrible. Yeah, like Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad. Don't watch those movies. Just don't. Watch Wonder Woman. You maybe can kind of just watch Justice League, I guess. Although if you're going to watch Justice League, watch the scenes with Batman and Wonder Woman. Seriously, like, it's a real shame they gave up on Ben Affleck being Batman because he really was good. He was a good Batman. I liked him. Like, keep in mind, whenever I watch Batman v Superman, I just watch the parts that Batman and Wonder Woman were in. That's pretty much the only way to enjoy that movie. And for the most part, Justice League, I guess. So, yes, this was a good movie. I liked it a lot. I would recommend it. You know, again, it'd be a good Valentine's date, I guess. You know, take your special someone. That'd be nice. Although, you know, be sure to get, you know, definitely a movie that I would get a large popcorn and drink for. Definitely very nice. Yeah, I'd recommend it just fine. Sorry if I'm not like as energetic as I ought to be. Just again, like just now I'm starting to feel that sugar crash from, again, the candy and soda I had for the movie yes, I was loaded with caffeine, sugar, and artificial butter. And technically it's still in my system, just, you know, now it's kind of draining me, I guess. The things I do for entertainment. For those of you guys who are wondering, I actually kept the candy simple this time. Normally chocolate's always my go-to, but you know, the different kinds of chocolate that's available, it's always nice. So I went with, you know, let's do something simple, you know, Reese's Miniatures and little Hershey's Kisses with almonds. With almonds, yes. Hershey's Kisses with almonds, those are really good. Seriously, like, almonds are just one of those things where I really do like almonds, but like, for some reason, and not a negative one at all, it just sort of happens. Like, I just like stop eating for a good while. And then when I finally have them, you're like, yeah, these are awesome. Why did I stop eating these in the first place? Like, I never get sick of almonds, but like, for whatever reason, I just stop eating for a while. Maybe because like, there are no more in the area or something like that, but there's to say, I shouldn't talk about food. I should be talking about the movie I saw, which was Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. It's quite a mouthful, I'll be honest. Anyway, let's get into trailers. Hopefully I can wrap this up because I am starting to, my eyelids are starting to get heavy, I'm not gonna lie. So, see, No Time to Die, the new James Bond movie coming out this April, which stars Daniel Craig. I gotta say the story. For the longest time, because it was honestly, you know, my father that got me into James Bond. Until I saw Spectre in the theater with my dad, like that was always my dream, like to watch a James Bond movie in the theater, on the big screen, with my old man. I finally got to do that with Spectre. You know, it was good. I barely missed Skyfall because of, you know, back then I was in college. But yes, No Time to Die. Looks good. Can't wait to see it. You know, hopefully I'll try and get my dad to go with me to watch it. It should be fun. Let's see. Antlers. It's kind of like what would happen if you mixed A Quiet Place, kind of, with, I guess, E.T. It's weird. Personally, I mean, I'm not really that big into horror. I mean, again, I'm not really a horror guy or a thriller guy, but, you know, I guess there's an audience for it out there. The Lovebirds. Oh, This was actually really good. Basically, The Lovebirds is a comedy that has a Camille Nanjiani in it, who's awesome. Basically, they witness a crime, but like they're mistaken for like the murderers or something like that. It looked funny. I would definitely, check it out. Maybe, who knows? Spiral from the Book of Saul. Okay, I saw this trailer. I'm like, okay, Chris Rock's in it. Okay, it's gonna be a buddy cop movie with Chris Rock. Okay, I haven't seen Chris Rock in a movie in quite a long time, actually. This looks good. Oh, this is a thriller. And what is Samuel L. Jackson doing in this movie? Okay. And then I saw Spiral from the Book of Saw. So is it like featuring Jigsaw from the Saw movies? I don't get it. Oh, well, maybe it'll become clear later. F9. All right, Furious 9, the ninth movie in the Fast and Furious franchise, I guess. Okay, now it's Vin Diesel, and now he's going up against his little brother. And it's John Cena! Yes. It's got John Cena in it. Okay, I mean, honestly, I never really was into the Fast and Furious movies, which is a real shame because I do like cars. I have been trying to get a little more involved with paying attention to cars, but again, the Fast and Furious movies, they're stupid action fun, I guess. But yes. Actually, speaking of Ben Affleck earlier, The Way Back, story of a basketball team, one of those basketball inspirational movies. It's got Ben Affleck in it. Okay, I like me some Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is cool. I know a lot of people back, like I was like an early teenager in like the early 2000s where like a lot of people just hated Ben Affleck. Like really hated Ben Affleck, especially back when he was dating Jennifer Lopez. Kids in the audience, for those of you who don't know, that one of those two ladies in the Super Bowl, one of them was Jennifer Lopez. Yes, she actually once dated Ben Affleck. They were cute looking, I guess, but a lot of people hated them. Kind of could see why. Actually, South Park did a really good job making fun of that. It was awesome. But yeah, The Way Back looks good. I like to see Ben Affleck doing more serious stuff. Okay. Now we get into the one I was saving for last, which coincidentally was saved for last and they were showing trailers. Now, I've said this story many times, but I'll say it again. When I was at Trinity Pauling, once a month, we would go, if you signed up for it, we would go down to New York City and we would watch a Broadway show. I actually saw a lot of pretty good shows. I saw West Side Story, The Fantastics, The 39 Steps. The list goes. I saw Guys and Dolls, finally. The list would go on. But aside from Guys and Dolls, the best one I saw was In the Heights. That performance was so good that, like, a bunch of my brothers, like, got the soundtracks, they're downloading on iTunes, all that stuff was great. And little would I know that the main star who wrote and acted and directed in it was Lin-Manuel Miranda. Yes, the guy of Hamilton claim, the guy who wrote some of the music for Moana, that guy. I saw him on stage for In the Heights. So, believe me when I tell you, I saw In the Heights when it was at its apex. I mean, by all accounts, it's still really good, but when Lin-Manuel Miranda was there, yeah, it was the real deal. Needless to say, I am hoping with all of my heart that the theatrical adaptation, or the film adaptation of In the Heights is good. I really hope it is. Like, I would be crushed if it turns out. A lot of my brothers are probably seeing this trailer and thinking that too. Because, believe me, we all loved it. Like, seriously, I think like for like the next week and a half, a bunch of my brothers, I would hear either the music would be in my head or one of my brothers would just be like playing it on their computer via iTunes. It was unbelievable. Like, it was a phenomenon that unfortunately wasn't as big as it ought to have been, because, like, seriously, In the Heights is awesome. In fact, to this day, I'm kind of kicking myself that I still haven't downloaded the soundtrack yet. Sorry, I always keep forgetting to do it. Maybe I'll do it after this. But then again, I'm so tired that I really gotta go to bed now. So, yes. Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. While that's a long title, let's just say I'm glad I saw it. And here's the hope, and I watch many more movies and do more of these videos to come. So, like, favorite channel, the subscribe button, follow me on social media, and start with YouTube. I'm very happy with this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy. I hopefully all had a wonderful Thursday. Remember, videos of Attack Channel is going to be here to let you hear. I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.